Well, I'm back at the shed again. It's time to try and see how many more timbers I can take down. If I have anything which is salvageable, reusable, I'll put them here on the pile of tiles to try and keep it off the ground, keep it dry. I've also brought my little miniature picker to try and get rid of some of this colombage lime plaster mess. And there'll be a lot more wood which goes on the burn pile, which is over there, mostly because of rot, partially because of woodworm. Let's see what we can do. First off, let's get rid of some pegs. All the pegs are out on that central crosspiece. In theory, well, there's a lot of other pieces of wood which are nailed in. It's a good solid timber, but it's got a lot of woodworm, so at some stage we'll have to treat it if I'm going to reuse it. What's happening at that end? That peg can't come out until the crosspiece comes out. Okay. So let's have a look at the end. Right, crosspiece gone, top has to go. Yeah. So those are the three pegs which hold the top piece in place. So in theory, the whole of that top can come off now. So as you can probably see there, the internal workings of the colombage wall tend to fall apart under stress, falling. Right, so the two triangular braces have still got pins in, so they need to be removed. There we go. Now, you may see that this ladder is stuck underneath that top rail. That's because the whole of this wall is resting on the ladder. Not ideal. Looking at all of this, I've only got one piece of wood which is possibly going to be reused. Even this piece here, it's almost down its entire length. All the corner pieces are so rotted and woodwormy. I think it's all going to be burned. It would be lovely to reinstate it, but I just think it's too far gone. So what we're left with is we have a sort of a T. We've got the back wall and the central wall coming this way. That's all that's holding it upright at the moment. So if I cut off the triangular brace over there, that's the only connection to this central wall, at which point the whole thing collapses. Since that wall is leaning inward, I prefer not to be here when I cut that piece through. apologies to Laura Kampf for wearing one of her T-shirts whilst doing such an appalling job of renovation. Well, there's proof for you that Le Creuset pots are not indestructible. Well, this is the IKEA of sheds. Well, this is it. This is what was a shed. We have quite a lot of tiles, quite a lot of which are broken. One beam, which I have deemed to be worthy of salvage, but in actuality, it has woodworm and rot, much like the rest. We have a pile of wood, which is going to be burned. Down at the bottom, there are a lot of barrel staves, some of which are badly rotted, but they will be oak and they'll be good to burn. Probably about 4 barrels worth, I'm guessing. Here's the base of what was the shed. And you can see that the floor of it is made up of these pushed together lumps of flat-ish, very black stone. I'm assuming granite. Now, there were some buildings here in the, up to about the early 19th century, late 18th century, which were repurposed from previous buildings. So those stones that we see here might be from those earlier buildings. And that is the fallen down other wall. You can see that the corner post is rotted at the end. The whole of the base section is rotted, and rotted at the far end as well. So that is no good for anything apart from burning. Obviously, you have a load of this colombage sort of show type stuff in there, lime mortar that needs to be hacked out, and then the wood salvaged. But really, that's for another day. It's getting dark and I'm tired, so I'm going to go off and have some dinner and then go home to England and come back another month. So that's the end of the shed. Very, very sad. Shed a tear for the shed. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I'll try and get back with an answer. We'd love it if you would like and subscribe, and if you can do that hype thing, that'd be great too. Anyway, hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.